Hello everybody. Hey, if you haven't seen me for a while, yeah, maybe I look different, maybe I look older. Yeah, I'm growing my beard out. But I'm not trying to look like a Muslim, honest. Anyway, I'm at Hemlock Park tonight, Sunday, June 23rd, and it's really quite a spectacle here. It's quite a marvel of activity going on. People here just having fun and playing games and sports and whatever. But there's some unusual religious activity going on here too. And I thought I'd ride my bike to the park tonight. We had a little event scheduled, and since I'm on my bike right now, I thought, hey, I'll do a ride by, really a ride around the park and show you what I'm looking at, okay? So first of all, I'm going to turn the camera around and sort of narrate what I see and what you see. So Hemlock Park has this hill, and oh yeah, we've been here for ministry activities and outreach so many dozens of times, maybe hundreds of times, but people love this hill. And a part of what I'm showing you or trying to show you is these things just don't happen in, say, white communities anymore, white parks. When I was in Vienna last year around this time, I was surprised to go to a huge park in Vienna, and yeah, the park was full of just all kinds of Viennese, Austrian people. But what's going on in this park right now, I'm going to ride across the lawn. It's a wonder to see. I think it's cool. I think it's amazing. All kinds of soccer fields here. The only sports that really happen in the suburbs are the organized sports. But here, all kinds of spontaneous sports are going on all the time. Kids they just seem to show up and play soccer, and not so much baseball. Actually, this used to be a baseball field. They turned it into apparently a soccer field with goals that can be moved on wheels. Men sitting together, just talking. People with their children and their strollers, just strolling, and people doing laps. There's a what do you call it? A walking path. Here it is. Goes around the whole park. And look, this is a park where like I said, we've done so many outreach activities here, and even now, once a week, probably twice a week, there's an evangelism team going on Thursday and Friday nights. I call it an evangelism station. It's a book table. It's a book table where we set up alongside of this path, and we put books all over it, Bibles and New Testaments and tracts. And whoa, well, that was a close one. Splash pad right here. Kids love that. But the real big spectacle going on is this. You see, last weekend was Eid al-Adha, which is the commemoration of the near sacrifice of Isaac by Abraham. Of course, Muslims believe it was Ishmael. But even though that was last weekend, they planned this huge Shiite Muslim festival here at the park. And actually I'm told by the park manager and the police that they tried to get that shelter way over there on the other side first, but we got it before they did for a Christian event, a Christian version of the call to prayer that my friend Ted wanted to sort of pilot and launch. Christian call to prayer, kind of an out of the box type of idea, but because they couldn't get that shelter, the Muslim people applied for a permit to use this big lawn space, which used to be where we set up the table, the book table every week, but they couldn't get a permit. The city wouldn't give them one for this, and they did it anyway. Oh wow! So they just came here in their hundreds. There's got to be 500 people there, maybe more. Look, check it out. They're just here, and because there are so many of them, and because we have a Muslim mayor, whoa. Well, nobody will kick them out. The police won't confront them. And here I am, just riding my bike right around the edge. I'm filming them. Yeah, I'm not worried anything's going to happen to me or anybody will be mad. Everybody does this now. Films everything. Well, yeah, the police are here. Nobody will confront them. Nobody would tell them you can't be here. You got to leave. That would be such a disaster. That'd be a huge disaster. So it's bizarre that they can do this and they can get away with it. I mean, another kind of reflection that I've had for the past 20 minutes or so is, I don't think Christians could very easily do something like this, especially in Dearborn. Maybe in some places for some occasions, if we got a big name speaker, if we got Franklin Graham or somebody well known, we could do this. But in Dearborn, and I think in many communities, there's too much sort of separatism between different types of churches. So let's say it was Easter Sunday. Instead of Eid Sunday, it was Easter Sunday. I don't think we can pull this off. You know what I mean? It would be hard. And believe me, I'm an organizer. I like to organize things. I've organized a lot of things that I thought were, reasonably successful. But, well, what would I have to do to make a Christian version of this festival happen? It would have to be, I'd have to get like Donald Trump maybe. And I'm partly joking. But somebody just that well known and that popular for evangelical Christians. Anyway, as I said, this is a Shiite event. The Shia have their events and activities in their community, and the Sunnis have theirs. Dearborn is mostly Shiite Muslims, even though there's quite a few Yemeni Sunni Muslims, but all the Iraqis are Shiites, and most of the Lebanese are Shiites, and this kind of is a Shiite park, even though more and more Yemeni people are starting to populate this park as well. But anyway, there's a playscape here. Kids come and their parents bring them, and it's a great place to do evangelism. If only we had more Christians to do this. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Jesus said it. It's true. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. But, you know, I mean, we could have an evangelism station going on here every night of the week in the summertime. Yeah, but we don't. We're thankful that we have 2 of them going on. Now I'm going to turn the camera around again. Just briefly. I guess I'm out of shape. So I'm going to show you something else, which is kind of cool. In the summer of 21, not only did we do our sort of small time evangelism station with 1 table full of books and some banners, and well, we rented the shelter. Here I am coming up on the shelter, and we had like 12 consecutive movie nights. You may remember we were showing The Chosen that summer, and then this yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, yes, I see that. I'm gonna. You should get that, man. Yes, you. For the news? What channel you with? I'm for God's News. God's News. God's News. That's what's up, Sam. So I mean, yeah, these Muslim guys are sort of mocking me because I'm doing this live. But right here in front of you, we've got a Christian-Muslim debate going on. I've been in my share of these Christian-Muslim debates, and like I said, in the summer of 21, we had stuff like this going on every single Tuesday night, and plus Arabic music and The Chosen and food, hot dogs, popcorn. We often, you know, set up an evangelistic book table right here, but tonight we didn't even need to. Somehow, I don't even know how this started out, but it did. Like, just I think it was with this storyboard maybe over here. These guys from the Ezekiel Project came over, and they started to do this watercolor storyboard, which is a very cool way to attract attention and tell the gospel. Yeah, as far as I could tell, that's what brought maybe 1 Muslim guy at first, then 2 Muslim guys, and then 2 of our Christian guys went over and just started a friendly conversation with them, and then that became much more of a vigorous discussion. I won't call it a debate necessarily. I don't call every vigorous discussion a debate, but they easily become debates, that's for sure. And here we are. We've got what I can see is my friend Shane there in the red shirt. He's especially bold and loves to argue anyway. So yeah, but he's preaching the gospel. We should get closer and actually hear what he has to say. Why not? Shane Rife, who happens to be my assistant at Ratio Christi at Wayne State and U of M Dearborn, and here we go. Yes, are you? What are you? You're Yemeni? Okay, what's your name? Hytham? Nice to meet you, Hytham. What's going on here? Okay, me too. Oh, Shane loves this argument. It's a good argument. Why would Allah deceive the whole world for 600 years by, you know, putting a fake Jesus on the cross? And here's this cute little boy. I'll tape you. What's your name? Thank you. Well, this young man here didn't like being filmed. He just smacked my phone out of my hand. But now he's over it. He's over it. I got my phone back. Yeah, it turns out we have two evangelistic dialogues going on, right? What's going on? You don't know? Okay, so here's the storyboard. And there's my friend Randy, my friend Claudine, and her husband Bill. Oh no, Bill, where's Bill? He's over there. Okay. So I mean, you can see that this is a little bit like mayhem, but this is glorious mayhem. This is divine mayhem. This is what we love to have happen. You know, who knows? It was impossible to know this was going to happen, but we wanted it to. When Ted planned this event under that shelter, and yeah, he aired this Christian call to prayer. See, there's another guy taping right there. A lot of people are doing it. You always want events like this to happen, and then there's certain sort of type of Christian that loves to get in the mix. I mean, Randy loves it. Randy loves it, and Ted loves it. He's the one that planned the Christian call to prayer, and you know, we're thankful for Ted and his out of the box kind of thinking over there. And back over here, there's Brian from Springwell's church, and Shane and Claudine's husband Bill. And you just see what's going on. I mean, it's not always like this, but sometimes it is, and we love it. Look at this guy over here. I'm gonna zoom in. Woo! I mean, this is a lot of work, actually. But I mean, if you're an extrovert, you might thrive on this. You might relish this kind of evangelistic activity. You know, these types of arguments. But maybe it's not for everybody. But yeah, you do have to know your Bible. You really have to know your Bible. But maybe what I'm getting at is, you know, this is how it often is in the Muslim community. Muslims love to argue. Not all of them. We find very this conversation looks just very civil. Bill Mamo is right here. He's just, they're not arguing. They're just having a one-on-one. Yeah, and it doesn't have to get nasty. I don't think it is. I don't think it is getting nasty. I think it's actually fun. And maybe I should be in there. Maybe I should be doing my part. But I thought it would be fun to ride around and show you what I see. There's enough of them. There's enough of our brothers and sisters doing the work of evangelism over there. Woo! Sometimes I can do that, and sometimes I can't. Anyway, I definitely have a boundary, I guess. I have an expiration date, and wow, this is amazing. So I don't know when the next time we're going to be doing, you know, an event like this, you know, sort of a shelter event, a stage event, but you should stay in touch with me. You should text me and message me and ask me, hey, when is the next thing happening? But remember, I said that there's a smaller time kind of a thing every Thursday here and every Friday now, because Shane and Chris have decided to do Fridays. But on Thursdays, it's Brian and Adam and other people from Springwell's church mainly. Wish Dearborn Covenant Church would do this. They used to. But in fact, I really wish all kinds of local churches would do these kind of things. Hey, you could bring a group to Dearborn, like I said, take some other night of the week, or even on the very same night. You know, I mean, bring a group on Thursday night and just do a different spot. Okay, never mind Dearborn if you want. Do it in your park. Pick the closest park to your house, to your church. Whoa, you could make some stuff happen. You could get the gospel out. You could mobilize your whole church. Local churches should be doing this. There should be evangelism stations or some type of evangelism happening at every park in America. Why not? It could happen. I'm going to see if I can try to make that happen. Will you help me? Well, enough for now. Okay? Thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for exploring Hemlock Park with me. Maybe I'll do this again at Ford Field on Thursday. Bill and Claudine and I do Ford Field. Okay? Bye. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this off. Oh, there's a finish button.